So Iran blew off a deal Trump offered, just asking them to stop enriching uranium. So in other words, they won the coin toss and elected to receive. Welcome back, everybody, and if it's your first time here, just plain welcome. By now, you are well aware of what happened. We bombed the shit out of Iran. We took out their, ability to enrich uranium. Trump's, shrugging it off, taking a victory lap, and not without cause. And a lot of people are pretty pissed about it. They're saying, hey, this was completely unauthorized. He had no right to do this. He had no authority to do it. What have you. And, really a prime example of the people thinking this is Representative Jasmine Crockett, who might just be the most retarded member of Congress, and considering AOC is also a member of Congress, is really saying something. Let's watch this.
And to understand enough about the Constitution to the extent that I'm the one that's supposed to make a fucking decision or at least get a vote.
Yeah, she actually said she was the one who got to decide before having to backtrack and realize she's not. But even there, she's wrong. Well, okay, she isn't. The Constitution itself is very, very clear. It says, hey, Congress has this authority, President has this authority. When it comes to war, Congress declares war, the presidents fight the war. With me so far. The problem is in 1973, 74, I don't remember exactly what year, but the War Powers Resolution was passed by Congress. They overrode a veto because presidents don't like to give up power. Anyways, this basically said, this is how this works. And in there, the president can act unilaterally. He can engage in military action he feels is of a time-sensitive nature. He needs to act now, and so forth. And he has 48 hours to brief members of Congress on why he did it, what constitutional authority he derived it from, yada, yada, yada. They can, of course, censure him, but they can impeach him if he oversteps. And it wouldn't be the first time Trump's been impeached. But there's a process. Now, Trump briefed the Senate Majority Leader. He briefed the Speaker of the House. He told Schumer that there was going to be some kind of military action. And they tried to get House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries multiple times. I think one number I heard was as many as 5 times, trying to get hold of him to tell him something was going on. All this combined suggests that Trump was indeed following the law. You don't have to agree with bombing Iran. There's a lot of arguments can be made about it one way or another. Some people don't think we should be engaging in hostile action in general. I'd love to live in a world where you don't have to, but the fact is I can't sign on to the libertarian non-aggression principle simply because too many people take that as a sign of weakness. Can't do it. But the president can bomb or launch airstrikes against opponents. When I was in the boot camp, when I was in Navy boot camp, Clinton sent Tomahawk cruise missiles into Iraq. For example, there have been a lot of cases where presidents have engaged in armed conflict without getting congressional approval. In fact, Obama did it with frickin' Libya, who really wasn't as much of an issue on the global stage as Iran's trying to be. And there was a problem because it wasn't just a single airstrike. This was sustained operations. So what Trump did, like it or not, isn't the end of the world. You can argue about it, but the fact is it was a limited airstrike, and then he brokered a ceasefire. And when Israel looked like they were going to boycott the ceasefire, he told them to turn the fuck around, and they did. This is after creating peace between Pakistan and India. Working, not that he did it by himself, but putting forth effort to broker that peace. As a warmongering fascist goes, Trump kind of sucks at it. Don't you think? I mean, seriously, guys, there's a lot you can hit Trump on. There's a lot, right? I don't know that I'll agree with any of it, but there's legitimate points that you can hit him over because he's gone too far, or he's not gone far enough, or people are being overzealous, or, you know, there's a lot of reasonable arguments to be made. Again, I'm not saying I'll agree with them, but I can at least debate it in good faith. Calling these airstrikes illegal and saying that because Congress did not explicitly approve it, he's done something wrong, is about as retarded as it really gets, unless you're at least consistent across the board. And Jasmine Crockett never will be. AOC never will be. The Democrats never will be. Okay? It looks to me, and again, I'm a layman, but it looks like he did everything right, or at least under one interpretation of correct. So, if you got a problem with it, to paraphrase Eddie Murphy talking about Richard Pryor, tell them all to have a Coke and a smile and shut the fuck up. That's just how it goes, right? This was over. It's over and done with. All the people clamoring about Trump's getting us into a war. It's an airstrike. It's an airstrike. We blew the shit out of some stuff. They launched some missiles knowing damn good and well they were never going to hit any American personnel, but they had to save face, which is another topic for another day. But then we got the ceasefire. Everyone said, okay, we're done. And since Iran has no ability to enrich uranium at the moment, there wasn't any point in continuing. Stop with the nonsense. Stop with the bullshit. I mean, like I said, you can get... There's a lot of stuff you could choose to criticize Trump for that is legitimate. This ain't it, folks. This ain't it. Now, if we were still launching airstrikes into Iran, you might have had a point. And for the record, Trump did brief key members of Congress in more detail within the 48-hour window. So, y'all just need to chill the fuck out. Can you? Can you? Probably not. But, you know, that's my take on it. I want to know what you think. Do me a favor, go down in the comments, tell me what's on your mind. While you're down there, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and that notification bell. If you're so inclined to help the channel, consider becoming a member. Different tiers give you different benefits, including access to a members-only Discord server. And on that note, I am going to wrap it up, and I will catch you all next time.